It's my life in the shop. I'm your host, John the Watch. I got two stories for you. One of them out of Detroit's West Side. Benson Lamont Harris, 22 years old. Also, his girlfriend, Marsha Lynette Johns, targeted hit. One of the shooters ran to the driver's side. The other one ran to the passenger side. 9-month-old baby boy in the car. This happened at 8:40 p.m. Marathon gas station, Detroit's West Side. I'm going to also bring you guys Turell Brown, 28 years old of Englewood, 11 a.m. Sunday morning on September 19th on the 6500 block of South Harvard Avenue. Police were called to a domestic, and he had a knife. In the video, you're going to see that he tries to open up the door. He has the knife possibly in his left hand, and he reaches for the door, and the police open fire. They're at least 6-7 feet away from him. I want to break down that video. First, let's get to the Detroit execution style hit. Understand, this was a setup. How did they know those two were at the gas station? How did they get to that gas station? Now, is there footage of them driving in? Because they had to be followed. Unless this gas station is right in the ops neighborhood or their neighborhood and the shooters knew they'd be up there. Look at this. The shooters run out. While they probably got gas, they put the baby in the car, and the shooters came out with an execution plan. They planned that, like, hey, homie, you run to the passenger side, I got the driver's side. Make no mistake, both of them, I could see if they actually did, they was shooting at him, accidentally hit her, but that wasn't the case. You see dude run to her side. They knew it was two people in that car. They run to her side, one ran to his side. If any good news is that Detroit was looking for these two. They put APBs out everywhere. And the pictures they released from the gas station surveillance were very grainy. I was like, I don't know if this will ever be solved. However, they do have two people in custody for this. This is her family's put up a GoFundMe saying hi. I think that's her parents. Our baby girl, Marsha, 21 years old. Life was unexpectedly taken due to her and her boyfriend, and had an 8-month-old baby boy that was in the car. She also has another child, 1-month-old. 2 babies left with no mom is what the GoFundMe is going to say. I tell you guys, police can solve homicides, and how they do it, if you watch the first 48, what they leave out is this. You'll see the hardest criminal walk in the interrogation. I ain't telling you nothing. They'll keep them in there for 48, 72 hours. And say, all right, homeboy, you want to play like that? I tell you what, you're facing 100 years, and we're going to push. We're going to push for the death penalty. Homeboy, you got 2 execution-style homicides. Now, you're going to cooperate, and you're going to take that charge. Or catch somebody on another case and say, hey, look, you facing 50 years, 100 years. All right, so now, I want to break down this video here. This is in Englewood. This was a domestic. I shared this video, which had over 1,800 shares, and I've watched the comments. I'm going to have to address all angles of this video. I can't no longer give a one-sided video. I'm going to break it down as I see it. I wouldn't teach you guys nothing. I wouldn't teach my own daughter. They were called to a domestic. Young lady is going to say, hey, he punched me in my stomach several times while he was down there washing clothes. She's going to also say, hey, well, you can listen to it for yourself. I'll just play it.
Where did he punch you in the side?
All right here.
Do you have any bruises or anything like that?
No, but he put a knife on me too. I want him out of my house, and I'm pressing charges on him. All
right, so she is going to say he pulled a knife on her, and he's in the back room. So when you watch videos like this, all right, he's going to come out with the knife.
Put it down, dude! Put that knife down! Put it down! Put it down!
You got an armed man with a knife in the parking here.
Go that way.
Put it down, my guy.
Put it down! Put the knife down! Put it down!
That was the moment they opened fire on him, hitting him. He was trying to close the door. Obviously, the police were at least 7, 8 feet away. Could they shot him in the leg right there? Yes, if that's me, I would have. But we don't know. All right, so now what we have to break down, and I was watching comments of gun instructors, police officers comment on my video. And what they're saying is this. Other people in the house can also be a threat to that person. It's a domestic. So if there's a child in the back room, can be taken hostage. She is still in the house. She can also be taken hostage or jabbed. The officers were put on administrative leave for 30 days, but if I'm not mistaken, they was found justified. This is him here. This is Turell Brown, 28 years old. That's him right there. Also, in a domestic, a lot of times I see, and I did videos on parents and loved ones call the police on someone having a mental breakdown. Could he have been having a mental breakdown? Mental health is a huge issue, especially in our communities. You're seeing a lot of people break down and have mental breakdowns. And police should be trained in a way to handle a mental breakdown situation. Being that the cop wasn't in harm's way, they actually took themselves out of harm's way. They actually walked outside the door. I saw a lot of comments saying they should have took her outside the door too and say, hey, come with us. But other people in that house, you got to also believe that they're also in harm's way from him. But could they have shot him in the leg right here? I think so. Like right here. Instead of hitting him in the chest, why not shoot him in the leg right there? Dude, put it down. I said put it down. However, it looked like they shot him 2 or 3 times in the chest area. He's going to go back in the room. You're going to see him kind of come back out. Then you're going to see him drop. They performed CPR on him or whatever. He, in fact, did not make it out of that situation. So I like having hard conversations with people. If you know me and personally, you know I love to have these deep, hard conversations. I watch all down my timeline people ducking and dodging the real issue in our communities. Of course, shout out to the young lady that did recognize me and say, hey, I watched your videos. At first, I'm like, yo, what's up with dude? Then I had to really think like, yo, he got some good valid points. Of course, I talk about I've been blue no matter who. But however, since having the podcast, you can watch my earlier videos. How much they've changed over the years. How have they changed? Understand this. I believe in struggle. I like struggle. Struggle is a good thing because it teaches you the hard value of hard work and money. It teaches you that. It teaches you on how not to make mistakes like I did as a child and like many do as children. It molds you into a better person. This is why when Biden invited the whole world across that border, they understand struggle. They know struggle. They live struggle. So when they get here, here it is, out of our community, unemployment is off the map. None of these jobs can find people to work. Help it make sense. How do most of us unemployed and don't want jobs? I tell you why. The party of free. Oh, you messed up. You make a bad decision. Let's just pay you free. Here you go. We got you. For every mistake you make, we will cover it up. Therefore, you make what? More mistakes. I'm going to tell you, here's a fact. In 5-10 years, everyone that comes over that border is going to be owning businesses, having great jobs, living in big houses. pulling together, and they're going to be making it. You won't see one of them outside the liquor store on one of my videos. None of these newscasters. I can't say one, but for the most part. And people say, oh, no, you're wrong. See, we ain't the only one committing crime. It's all types of other people. See, it's stuff out of Little Village and other places. Okay, I can't even say 50-50. I can't say 60-40, 70-30, not even 80-20. I honestly couldn't even say 90-10. I would say 98-2. And that's terrible. That's terrible. That we're the face of the usual suspects. I follow the news all over, and I got news stations and everything that happened as it happens. And it is very disproportionate. It's just, and we got to analyze on what we're doing. How did we get here? Why are we afraid to have those hard conversations? We don't want to have them because we know everybody's like, oh no, it ain't that. It's very hard to have self-accountability, and that's what we need to be having, those hard conversations out of our communities, because struggle is a good thing. We're still going to be the faces of poverty, violence in 5 to 10 years. While meantime, between time, those that come over the border in 5 or 10 years, they're going to be the face of business owners, good jobs. There's truck driving jobs right now. They're offering $5,000 to $10,000 signing bonus. They're offering $200,000 a year, and they can't find applicants. Help it make sense. Help it make sense. A lot of people are like, Donald, that free stuff, we really need it. Like, we can't get up and get. I'm not convinced we that helpless to where if we don't get free-ish, we would just roll over and perish. I don't believe we that pathetic. I don't believe that. I believe I went to a restaurant, and the waiter said, hey, it's gonna be a minute because the two managers that run the store had to cook. They can't find cooks. I tell you, hey, human nature, you must factor in. If your jobs, if you work a job and the government say, hey man, I'm gonna give you more than what they're gonna give you just to sit at the crib. I'm gonna be like, oh, whoa. I'm gonna sit at the crib. Make no mistake. People are like, oh, hey, don't nobody just want to sit at the crib? Oh yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't be working hard. What, are you crazy? Sit at the crib. Oh, say no more. You ain't got to tell me twice. I'm at the crib, pimp. Anyway, have those hard conversations. Let's have those conversations. Leave those hard conversation comments in my inbox or in my comments section. Anyway, those of you on Facebook, go to YouTube, go to My Life in the CHI, My Life in the Shy. Those of you on YouTube, you already know what's what. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Peace, y'all. Peace.